Hey everybody, Rob D'Alessio, my good friend Angel Moreno. We're at Mondo's Pizza, brand new pizza joint in beautiful Aurora, Colorado, right outside of Denver. And today what we're doing is a traditional Mexican flavored al pastor pizza with a beautiful avocado salsa verde sauce. Come on, let me show you how it's done. We're gonna make an al pastor pizza. Tell me, how exactly are we gonna do that?
All right, right now we're gonna start with the avocado salsa verde. So first we're gonna start with 5 tomatillos. We're gonna go in our container right there. 2 beautiful green jalapenos. There's that. 1 serrano pepper. Everything in our mixing bowl.
So in the serrano and the jalapenos, you're not dicing them up, you're not taking the seeds out or anything, so you like that added heat in there?
You wanna have that kick on the end.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
So we adding everything there. 3 cloves of garlic. 1.5 ounces of yellow onion. There you go. Lime juice, 1/4 cup. Everything in there. 3 tablespoons of kosher salt. There you go. Beautiful cilantro. There you go.
You ever have anybody like complain about not liking cilantro?
A lot.
It's crazy, right?
It's crazy.
But I guess
soap,
they've got like some kind of
it.
chemical disposition. They just don't like it. They say, oh, it tastes like dish soap.
I just don't get it because it tastes delicious to me.
I love it, absolutely.
So, and we're gonna add 2 avocados right there. This recipe actually is my sister-in-law grandma. So it's a family recipe.
So your sister-in-law's grandma, where is she from?
She's from Mexico, Jalisco, Mexico. That's where we're from. Yeah.
Is that on the west coast of Mexico?
That's right on the west coast, where Acapulco is.
Okay.
Right north of Acapulco.
Awesome.
So I have all the ingredients there, and I'm adding 4 cups of water.
Okay, so we got a quart of water.
There you go. You have everything in there, and we're gonna.
And then we're gonna use, this is called a burr mixer
There you
or
go.
immersion blender, but what basically it works like a blender, except you're gonna immerse it in the vessel that you're gonna mix it with. It allows you a lot more manual control.
Yep.
Awesome, awesome tool. You don't have to get one this big if you're gonna do this at home.
You can use a blender.
But you can use a blender also.
Yep.
All right.
There you go. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it for 2 minutes.
It smells delicious and it smells super spicy. I cannot wait. You ought to be able to scratch your phone, sniff it.
And there it is. Avocado salsa verde.
Perfect. All right, so we'll have this recipe on our website. You can email us at info@swdgroup.com. We'll get that to you. And if you want to watch any of our past videos, you could like or subscribe our YouTube page or our Facebook page. All right, let's put the pizza together.
Beautiful. Let's go.
All right, part 2. We made the salsa verde, the avocado salsa verde.
How was that?
That was amazing. Now we're gonna do the rest of the toppings. So what do we have?
All right, so now we're gonna prep the meat for the al pastor. So here we have all the ingredients. We have guajillo dry pepper right here. We have white vinegar, pineapple juice, cloves of garlic, Mexican oregano, salt and pepper, kosher salt, cumin, and achiote.
Now what is achote?
So achiote is a paste which is very popular in Brazil and Mexico, especially in Oaxaca and Yucatan. It's a paste based on cumin, cinnamon, coriander, and cloves and garlic.
Okay. Is that pretty easy to get? Like, would you go to a local Mexican grocery or
You
something
go
like
to
that?
any Mexican store, you're gonna get it. Achiote, that's the name.
So why do we go with the dry chilies?
This one is gonna be, it's not spicy, it's just more for color and just flavor.
Okay.
It's not spicy at all.
So how do we rehydrate it?
Okay, so the peppers, you're just gonna remove the seeds and the stem, and you're just gonna put it on water for 25 minutes on your stove on medium-high heat.
Okay.
So what you just have to clean it, simmer for 25 minutes on boiling water, and you're good to go. And this is what you're gonna get right after.
Perfect. So pastor, generally pork, right? And
Yes, sir.
We're using a pork shoulder?
Yes, sir.
All right, now we've talked about this before. Pork shoulder actually comes from here, and it actually has what's called the butt and the picnic on it. It's a little weird because you'd think the butt was the backside of the pork or the pig, but that's actually called the ham. And we've talked about that before. If you want to see that, subscribe to our YouTube page and you can see all of our old videos. All right, let's get started.
All right, so after your 25 minutes of your peppers being on the stove and boiling water, you're just gonna add it to a container. There you go. And right after, you're gonna add everything else. Cumin, 1/2 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. There you go. All in there. 3 cloves of garlic, 1/4 cup of white vinegar, 1/3 cup of pineapple juice, Mexican oregano, 1/2 teaspoon. There you go. And 1 ounce of achiote.
Now on that garlic, do you go ahead and you buy a peeled garlic?
I buy the peeled garlic.
Yeah, and you can do that at the store also. You can just buy peeled garlic. You don't need to buy the cloves and deal with all of that mess. It'll work just the same. It works out just fine.
And we're gonna use a Verde mixer. There you go, after 1 minute, should be ready to go.
Oh man, you can just smell all that spices, the aromatics of the oregano, and then the achiote. It looks awesome. And then, so you're gonna take the pork and then you're gonna marinate it?
That's right.
And do you just stack it in the bowl and marinate it?
You're gonna stack it in the bowl, and then I'm gonna leave it overnight for 12 hours to marinate and get all those flavors.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm gonna go in here. There you go.
So when you take the shoulder, you break it down into roughly like 1 pound sides and then slice it thin?
So this recipe will be enough for 2 pounds of
Okay.
the pork, and I just do 1/4 inch thick slices.
Perfect.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna coat it, and I will leave it right there. And the same thing. The good thing about this, you just have to make sure you leave it marinated for at least 12 hours overnight. I will do it overnight. That will be a lot easier.
So we marinate that 12 hours. You can do it at the end of the day, do it overnight.
That's right.
Get to do it in the morning. How do we cook it?
So different things. You can do it on a grill, which that's more the Mexican way to do it. To be honest, for us, we just bake it in the oven. We cut it in small pieces and goes in the oven for 25 minutes to get it well done.
What's the temperature on that oven?
500 degrees.
500
So
degrees.
you have to be careful.
Very, very hot.
Yep.
20, 25 minutes. When you're grilling it, obviously a very hot grill.
It's about a minute per side. You don't
Okay.
want to overcooking it because we'll get dry.
Perfect. For this week's financial topic, the question that I see oftentimes right now are, what are the 3 biggest mistakes with portfolios of $500,000 or more? Or what do we see day in and day out? And basically what it is fee exposure, taxes, and risk. And just so you know, it doesn't matter if you have $100,000 in your portfolio or you have $1 million or more in your portfolio. If it's a lot of money to you, it's a lot of money. But with fees, with $500,000 portfolios or more, we'll see 2%, 2.5%, even maybe 3%. That could be $15,000 a year just to have that account. That's one of the largest disconnects we see day in and day out. On to taxes. Oftentimes, taxes aren't discussed with financial professionals or planned upon as you go into retirement. And I don't see how you could reasonably plan for your retirement if you don't know what your tax exposure is going to be as you go into retirement. And then lastly, risk. Risk is a big, big situation, and we oftentimes see that people have entirely too much risk in their portfolio for what they want the portfolio to do. So what you need to do is get with a financial professional, make sure that you're not exposed in those 3 areas, and your retirement could go the way that you want it to. Now, let's get back to the yummy stuff. All right, this is where the magic's getting ready to happen. We're getting ready to dress the entire pizza. Angel, tell me, what's your background? How did you even get into pizza?
Wow, long story. So 25 years ago actually, I started as a dishwasher in a restaurant in Park Meadows Mall area.
Okay.
I was there for 4 years. I started as a dishwasher. I finished being the chef of that location. Right after, I got hired by California Pizza Kitchen. I was there for 20 years. And I decided to open my own restaurant with my brother. Yeah.
So you and your brother are going to start it?
Yep, we did.
And you went with Mondo's.
Mondo's.
What's that mean?
Well, Mondo's means world in Italian. And the goal is to bring flavors from all over the world to our pizza.
That sounds awesome. All right, so we've got a pizza peel. You did a little bit of flour on here, right?
I
So
did.
the dough doesn't stick.
That's
You
right.
make your own dough in-house. Tell us about what you do for that.
Okay, so dough, we make dough every day. Very simple, 40 ingredients: salt, sugar, extra virgin olive oil, and yeast. And flour, obviously. But
Right, okay. Just in case he say yeast, not cheese, but
yeast, yeah.
But anyway, okay. So what kind of flour do you use? Like a 00 flour? Do you use a
high gluten flour.
high gluten flour? So you can do gluten-free in other aspects. We're not going to do that here. Some people think that gluten should be in pizza, but anyway, all right. Let's get started.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna stretch it. I'm gonna make a nice little rim. Once I get to the nice rim, I'm just gonna toss it on there. There you go. Hit one more time, and one more time, and you should be good to go.
Now, listen, I want every single one of you all to do that at home. Throw it up against the wall, it'll land on the ceiling, whatever. All right, so we've got the pizza. This looks like about, what, a 14-inch pizza?
This is about 14-inch pizza.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so next we're gonna start with a double chipotle sauce. So this one is a little spicy, so be careful on that one.
So when it's the adobo, that's got like that smoky taste to it, right? Like
That's right.
a rich finish.
Right?
Okay.
And chipotle, it's what it is. It's a jalapeno when it's already dry, and obviously they make it in a double. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's a jalapeno pepper.
Perfect.
All right, so we're gonna start with that. Next, we're gonna do mozzarella cheese.
So now, do you use a low moisture, part skim, or use a whole milk?
It's a low moisture and part skim cheese,
Okay.
and we shred it in the restaurant every day.
So you shred it here in house?
Yes, we do.
Awesome. So the low moisture, part skim basically means like when you're cooking it, you're not going to get all of that water coming up off at the top.
Right, it's gonna get all wet on the bottom.
Perfect.
So cheese, next we're gonna do al pastor. We're gonna do 2 cups of al pastor pork.
So you roasted that off and then chopped it up into small, obviously bite-sized pieces.
That's
Smells unbelievable.
There you go. We will do all the al pastor on the 14-inch pizza, and we're gonna finish it with half a cup of diced yellow onions.
Nice.
And there you have it.
All right,
al
so
pastor.
has this been a pretty popular pizza so
Very
far?
popular so far.
Awesome. Awesome.
There you go.
All right, let's go throw it in the oven.
Let's do it.
So we've got the pizza. Get ready to go in the oven. So we've got a brick oven here. What's the temperature you have?
500 degrees.
500 degrees. So if they're going to do this at home, would you suggest they get one of those pizza stones or something like
And
that?
preheat your oven at 500 degrees.
Preheat it maybe 30 minutes, something like that?
30 minutes to get it nice and hot. Bake it for 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
There you go. It's gonna go right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Now, are you going to rotate it at all or
Nope.
just let it go?
Let it go.
Because the heat circulates around itself? So in 10 minutes, this pizza's going to be done and it's going to be unbelievable. I can't wait to taste it. I know you're going to want to. All right, so 10 minutes in the oven, bubbly, gooey hotness, goodness, absolutely delicious. We're going to go ahead and cut it and then finish it up.
Beautiful. So we're gonna cut it. There you go. It's gonna go on that plate, and we're gonna finish it with green cilantro. chopped
Cilantro, everybody's favorite.
And there you have it. That's your al pastor pizza.
All right, and then we're gonna have the avocado salsa verde and that they can dip their pizza in it and
Yep.
enjoy it. I cannot wait to try it. There you have it. Traditional Mexican flavored al pastor pizza with a beautiful avocado salsa verde sauce. Be sure to like and subscribe to all of our videos. Make sure you come into Mondo's Pizza. I'm Rob D'Alessio. This is my good friend Angel Moreno. That was A Taste of Retirement. We'll see you next time.